your turn. If you're lucky. I cannot believe that locum's still not arrived. Get hold of the agency, Gwynny. I'll give them a rocket. The Royal... Oh, have you? Woman here saying she has a tickly cough. Well, unless you're about to keel over with it, love, I wouldn't bother coming in. It's a madhouse here today. Lizzie, don't talk to patients like that. It's unprofessional. And where's Doctors Ormerod and Wetherell? Must have been delayed in Ireland. Bet it's bedlam there and all.
Waiting for breakfast over here gives a whole new dimension to the concept of eternity.
Waiting for anything over here does.
It'll be under A for agency or L for locum.
Good morning, Mr. Rose.
Chaos. Never changes this place. Mickey Mouse would be at home here.
Sadly, not all members of the medical profession are as punctilious as you, Mr. Rose.
Indeed. I shall carry out my ward round and send Dr. Ellis up. We've a list to get through.
Might be under D for doctors or E for emergency cover, possibly.
Morning. Gosh. Got a bit of a backlog, haven't you?
Actually, I've a problem. Ashfordley School is expecting a doctor this morning to give the children their BCGs. Been booked in for weeks. Thing is, our locum's been held up, and I've no other doctor to do it.
You'd like me to help out?
It's just round the corner. Won't take long.
All right. But Mr. Rose can get a bit shirty if he's kept waiting.
Leave him to me.
S for standings.
Oh, just find it, please. And I'd rather you kept your groceries off the desk.
They're not mine, they're the patients.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Murphy. This looks, great.
Oh,
It's finally arrived. I'm not at all sure I'm pleased to see it.
yes, well, it could well come back to haunt you on the crossing.
I think we should try and see Sister Bridget again before we leave. She's throwing her life away. If she stays here to bring up baby Aisling, I think they may face real trouble.
Her family, Gordon. It's her decision.
A man, his wife is unstable. Look at the way she reacted when she found out that he'd fathered the child. Next time she might really harm herself. No, I think we need to talk to Sister Bridget.
Oh, dear Lord. I beg for your understanding and the strength to do what I know to be right for this poor child, however great the sacrifice may be.
The hospitals have their shift for the day. We can sell these for ourselves.
I don't think that's what Matron had in mind when she agreed to this.
Oh, I only promised a dozen eggs. Said we'd clear up the droppings. You can do that.
Why me?
Because I'm busy.
Oh, and I'm not, I suppose.
She's looking so well, Mrs. Donahue.
That'll be the fine country air, putting colour in her cheeks.
Certainly seems to suit you, doesn't it, darling, eh? It's helping her sleep anyway, thank goodness. I've managed some myself last night.
Well, it's a huge step you're taking. Giving up everything to raise a child.
Didn't I tell her that? Sure, I'll be fine with the baby. We'll manage somehow.
Mammy, you wouldn't. You can barely lift her out of the pram now. It's not going to get any easier. She's right, I'm afraid, Mrs. Donahue. Parkinson's does tend to be progressive. I've no choice. I owe it to Moira.
Brave boy. Well done.
That's it. Well, except Tracy won't. Her parents want to sign a consent form.
Oh?
Oh, the Chinese. A bit suspicious of Western medicine. She only recently moved from Hong Kong.
I see from the nurse's notes she's a Mansu negative. She really should have a BCG.
Nothing we can do. Shame she's a nice girl. She's a bit clumsy though. She keeps dropping pencils and things. You lot, stop that.
Place your flowers now, Daddy. There's been such a terrible blow to our family.
Of course. But to leave the order, that nursing has been your life. A vocation. Are you really sure?
I pledge my life to the service of God and my fellow human beings. Those vows meant everything to me. Still do. I prayed for guidance. And I believe if I take care of Maura's child, I'll be serving God in the best way I can.
But is there no way that you could still care for this little one and, well, continue with your life?
What way? How? There's no one else in our family could take her in.
I've been thinking. There is a solution.
Tracy moved here 2 weeks ago to rejoin her parents. Their granny's been looking after her in Hong Kong. Isn't that right? Yes.
Wow, must be a big change for you. Your parents don't want you to have the injection, I gather. If you could squeeze. And, perhaps they don't realise how important it is. See, it stops you getting poorly. Can you feel this at all?
No.
How long have you had that rash, Tracy? Have you seen a doctor about it? Can Tracy be excused lessons while we talk to her parents?
I suppose so.
Adoption? Sure, why on earth would we do that? She's our own family here.
Yeah. A family that isn't getting any younger. You can't stay here. It wouldn't be fair. You'd wind up looking after all three of us.
Daddy, doing what's right is no hardship.
Listen, you know in your heart, the right thing to do is to have little Aisling adopted. The church will arrange it and Father Maguire will help.
And any family that adopts her will really want her. They'll be vetted, and she'll be well provided for.
Did you talk to Mammy about this?
No. I wanted to talk to you first.
I'm going to struggle to make that ferry now.
Well, it's a huge decision for her and her family. They need support and advice. I'll ring the Royal. Tell them it'll be another day.
Agency aren't sure what's happened to Dr. Marsden. They're phoning me back.
Have you seen Jack or Alun, Lizzie? Matron's looking for them.
No, sorry, neither of them all morning. What is it about this hospital? People either don't turn up, leave the place abruptly, or disappear into thin air. Have you found him? Oh, so sorry. I thought you were somebody else. Was it an emergency? Then no, I won't. Cheeky beggar. Somebody in the phone box trying to get the operator to make us accept reverse charges.
Operator says they won't accept our call.
Is he Hopkirk?
Yeah.
Oh, this is where you're hiding. Come on, Alun. You've got duties to attend to.
Oh, please tell Jack that.
One of our old ladies at Fawcett's just died. Gertrude Fotheringham Baxter. Not so sad. Her life was nearly as long as her name. She was 98, and it was peacefully in her sleep.
You'll be lucky, chum, unless it's urgent. Come back tomorrow. The Royal.
Right, Lizzie, just listen a minute. I'm in a phone box and we only have a shilling, so we haven't got long.
It's complete mayhem here. Do you think is getting knickers in a twist about everything from missing doctors to seeing eggs on my desk? Well, she's the new administrator. Of course, you haven't met her yet, have you? Oh, we just had an old lady pop a clogs in Fawcett.
Lizzie, look, we're not going to be back till tomorrow, so could you...
Most of this lot won't get seen. We're short of doctors.
I may be able to help then. Dr. Marsden, you're locum.
Better late than never, I suppose. This way.
Her teacher's noticed she has a problem, gripping things. things, and I'm concerned by the rash on her cheek.
We noticed it too. We take her to a Chinese doctor in a home next week.
Actually, I'd suggest it's checked out today.
Why such a hurry?
Well, it may be contagious. She can't go back to school till we know for sure. Why don't I examine her at the Royal?
It's just a rash, isn't it?
She must not miss a week of school.
咪係咯，冇事仲睇醫生啦。
你黐線咩？呢度有個醫生啦。
You're supposed to be my niece, it is, not some general stand-in.
Dean Mafeteer thought you'd understand.
Oh.
And anyway, I'd really appreciate your help on this one. Okay, at first I suspected it might be impetigo, but there's patchy sensory loss on both her hands, and when I examined her further, I found a rather enlarged node in her right axilla, and there's also some depigmentation on her right forearm.
Doesn't sound good. I'd better take a look. Charles, son, young wife, CJ.
早晨你好。
Right, let's have a look, my girl. Squeeze as hard as you can. So you were originally from mainland China, and then a refugee camp in Hong Kong,
Yes. Then we come to England. Tracy stay with grandmother till we get restaurant.
Okay.
唔該晒你。
You're right to be concerned. She's picked up something nasty in the camp, I'm afraid. I'm pretty sure she has leprosy.